Yo, people, welcome to True Chelsea FC, your home of all you can digest on Chelsea Football Club, and welcome to another video of mine, the match review of Leeds of the Leeds United versus Chelsea game, which happened earlier today. Uh, you know, this evening. Sorry, this afternoon. Right. Um, I mean, it's happened again. It's happened again, ladies and gentlemen. It's happened again. Charity FC, Charity FC has done it again. I mean, I can't even get upset anymore because, um, in as much as I am still a little bit upset right now, after with what happened in the game, I can't really be upset. I can't really, I don't want to display my emotion right now on live. I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. Um, yeah. You listen. Let's just talk about the game. Let's talk about this game. So this is a game where Chelsea we have to win. It's a game where we had to win. It's a game where we had to win to maintain the um the pressure, maintain the pressure um with our rivals. Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City, even though they drew um earlier today. But we went on and blew it. We blew it again, didn't we? We went on and blew it. Typical Chelsea. Typical Chelsea. So just a little bit of stats before the match. For those of you that watched my match preview, I did mention in my preview that based on the history of Chelsea, looking at the history of Chelsea, you know, head to head with Leeds United, Chelsea have never beaten we've never beaten Leeds in a consecutive game at Elland Road. We have never in our history, in Chelsea history, have never beaten Leeds United in at the Elland Road. And the history repeats itself. And the history repeats itself and that continues. So we lost 3-0 to Leeds United. It's a shame. It was a shame. Let's just talk about the game real quick. What a disgraceful performance. What a disgraceful performance. We've showed zero fight. We showed zero fight, no cohesion. An atrocious performance by Edward Mendy. I mean, this group of players lack so much in terms of fighting, in terms of mentality. This group of players lack so much in terms of mentality. We lack so much. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why that's happening to Chelsea. I mean, this has been a problem right now with our club since God knows how many years now. I mean, we've gone past we've gone past several managers um that has the same issue. That has the same issue with this mentality with our players. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So the game started, with our usual three back formation. As soon as I saw the formation, I thought to myself, okay, if we play the same way that we played against against Tottenham, we had we would definitely have won the game. We had a chance. We had a chance to have won the game. Because the formation we actually played was a bit similar to the one we played against Tottenham. Apart from the fact that Conor Gallagher started this game, based on the fact that N'Golo Kante was injured. Based on the fact that N'Golo Kante got injured. So Conor started. Now, watching this game, there was no composure. There was no composure. Everything was just all over the place. Everyone was all over the place. It's like these guys don't know. It's like nobody knows where they're meant to be, positional wise. Everything was all over the place. These guys struggle to pass. Now, I've noticed this. I've noticed this now, not not for quite a while with our players. I've noticed that we struggle to pass. A lot of our players, when it comes to passing the making basic pass, they just can't. They seems to struggle when it comes to just doing basic pass. They seems to struggle. And I also noticed the fact that they tend to do a lot. They tend to do too much on the ball rather than just keep it simple. Now, I don't know if this this is what Thomas Tuchel have told them to do. Surely not. Surely not. I don't want to believe that this is what Thomas Tuchel has told have told them to do in game, because I don't understand why we take two a player will take too many touches. When you have a player in front of you, when you have your teammate right in front of you that you should have passed to, you take extra 2 seconds to get the ball off your feet. Why? And that shows every game. In every freaking game, we do this. Our players do this. Our players do this. So that just shows me like the mentality of these players, man. The mentality of these players is not for Chelsea. It's not for Chelsea. I am sorry. I'm sorry to say it. Actually, I'm not sorry to say it. The mentality of these players are not Chelsea. It doesn't scream Chelsea, man. I'm sorry. I've been saying this for a while now that we need a DM. We need a DM. Today's game just shows the fact that we need a DM in the team. We need a DM. Gigino is not a DM. For some of you for some of you guys that love Gigino, I'm sorry. This guy has to go. This guy has to go. It's not a Chelsea quality. Gigino is not a Chelsea quality. Yes, he plays as is a register. This is Premier League. This is not Italian League. Italian League, it can be doing his register. It can be playing his register role in the Italian League. Premier League is different pressure. It's different. It's different ball game. You cannot be doing that. We don't need a register. We don't. We don't need a register. We need a flipping DM. We need a person. We need a DM, a player that can control the game. We need a player that can play under pressure. That can play from the back under pressure. A player that positional wise is going to protect our defenders. That's the kind of player that we need. We don't need Jorginho. I've seen this guy really struggled today. Jorginho really struggled today. I've seen in so many occasions this guy was getting beaten. He tried to make tackle. He couldn't even make a single tackle. He was so bad. He was so bad. I don't understand why what a lot of people see in this guy. I don't rate any player that cannot protect my defenders. If you are a midfield, a defensive midfield, and you can't do your job, you cannot protect the defenders, you cannot tackle, you're not fast enough, you're too slow on the ball. I don't rate you. I do not rate you. For me, you're not the quality that I want in Chelsea. You're not the quality that we need in Chelsea. Now, I want to talk about Mason Mount real quick. Mason, man, what are you doing? What is going on? What is going on? Left to me, out. Left to me, left to me. If I am Thomas Tuchel, Mason Mount is going on the bench. He should be on the bench. This guy keeps playing when he's not performing. I think it's time for Tuchel to wake up and actually start giving these guys the treatment that they deserve. Mason shouldn't be playing every single game. He is not good enough. He's just not good enough. I mean, I understand the fact that he was our highest goal scorer last season with 11 goals. But Mason shouldn't be just the just from the fact that Mason Mount is our highest goal scorer. It shows it proves my point. There's a problem. There's a problem right now in Chelsea in the team. There's a problem. If Mason Mount is our goal scorer, is our highest goal scorer, there's a problem. This guy isn't good enough. He's nowhere near half as good as Phil Foden right now. This guy hasn't been he hasn't been on on top of his game in the since what the start of the season. He's been all over the place. I've seen this guy makes a lot of making a lot of errors, a lot of in this like wrong decision on the ball, wrong dribble, the wrong pass, the wrong shot. When you're meant to shoot, he doesn't shoot. Not just him, like majority of the players right now in the team. I I struggle to see how we're gonna get goals this season. I struggle to see how we're going to get goals this season. Honestly, if these brothers aren't putting the goals in, I don't know where the goals are going to come from. We cannot be relying on our defenders to be scoring goals. It's ridiculous when we have attackers. For me, Mason isn't good enough right now. It's not good enough. If Mason Mount right now it should be a squad player. It should be a player that will be coming off the bench. It should not be starting for Chelsea. It's not the same quality at all. It's not the same quality that we need. It's not the quality that we need in Chelsea right now. Yes, I get the fact that he runs around a lot. It's not. No, I don't need player that runs around. I need player that positional wise he understand where to be in terms of making decision. He understand the right what decision to make. He understand the right uh decision. He understand the right decision to make. He understand the wrong decision. Like when making a wrong decision, he understand like what not to do on the ball, what what he's meant to do on the ball. Mason just doesn't understand that. There's several occasions in the game today. There is one occasion in the game today where the ball was passed out to in the box to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and he was meant to. All he had to do is smash the side foot the ball and smash it to the goal. And this guy decided to take a touch. He decided to hold the ball and take a touch. Why are you taking a touch when the ball was laid for you in the 18-yard box, just take a shot. Why are you holding on to the ball? This is the problem that's keep persisting in the team, and things needs to be done. We need to do something about this. Tuku needs to do something about this. Now I'm gonna comment to Thomas Tuku now, the manager. Thomas Tuku. Thomas Tuku. I love you. I love you as a manager. I like you as a person. I love your personality. As a manager, as I've seen what you can do. I've seen what you've done in the in your previous club. In the previous team you've managed. I've seen what you've done. What is going on with you? Why all of a sudden you came to Chelsea, you've decided that you're going to start changing things? If you want to stay in this club for a long time, if you don't want to get sacked, you need to revert back to the way you used to manage. Honestly, you need to stop playing players out of the position. It's time. It's time for Tuku to stop doing that. I've never seen Thomas Tuchel to be a player that plays, to be a manager that play players out of the position. How are you playing Conor Gallagher in a pivot? He's not. Conor is not a pivot. He shouldn't be playing in a double pivot. It's not a DM. He shouldn't be playing in that position at all. He should not be playing in that position. The position Conor should be playing right now in this formation is the same position Mason Mount is playing. It should be up. It should be playing up the pitch. Up top. It should be playing up top. It's an advanced 8. It's not a DM. It's not a 6. Why are you playing a player that's not a 6 in a 6 in a position in a deeper position? Why? You could tell that Connor today was not comfortable in that position. It is clear. Even me, I'm not the manager of Chelsea. I know this. Everybody knows this. Why are you so stubborn and you kept playing players in the wrong position? Ruben Loftus-Cheek shouldn't be playing in a left wing back. It's not a left wing back player. You keep playing all these players in the wrong position. Why? You should love your job more than this. This is not a time to be experimenting. You should all the experiments. If you want to experiment, you should have done that last season, towards the end of last season. This is a brand new season. You should not be experimenting with players. You should know by now where each of your players, the strongest position for each players in this team. You should know by now. Reece James shouldn't be playing in a center back. You need him on the wing back. I don't understand. I really don't understand. What is going on with this man? What's going on? What is going on? Now I'm afraid if we ended up getting Zaha, because we're linked with to Zaha. If we ended up getting Zaha, I'm afraid he's gonna start playing Zaha as a wing back. It's gonna limit you. You're limiting what these players can do. You need to help yourself out. Even if the players are not helping themselves out, you as a manager need to help yourself out. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I don't in the next game, I'm sorry, I don't want to see Mason Mount starting. I don't want to see Mount starting and I don't want to see Havertz starting because Havertz has been a bunch of disappointment. Yeah, he scored a winning goal in the Champions League, blah blah blah. Yes, that's it. He hasn't done anything since then. This guy has been a bunch of disappointment. I know. I don't care if you're 21 or 22. You've been in the game for a long time now, Kai Havertz. You should be ready. You should know. You shouldn't be. There's no. There's no. We shouldn't be giving you enough time to like. Oh yeah, let's give him time. He's still young. Blah blah blah. Let's no. You've been playing long enough. You've been playing not long enough. Any player that's good enough, that's been playing long enough, as you are, is matured enough. And right now, you need to fix yourself up. You need to fix yourself up. If you had to go to the gym 5 days a week, start banging out and grow some muscles. You need to fix yourself up. We can't have this yeah, this way of playing like oh yeah, I'm just gonna finesse it. No, this is fucking Premier League. You can do that in the flipping German league and finesse yourself. Like take the touch, take a touch like a like you're going to a club. This is Premier League. Premier League, you need to be rugged because Premier League is a game for the rugged guys. You need to be rugged. You need to be brutal. You need to fix up. This season is the season that defines you as in this Chelsea team. If you don't perform this season, you're out. I don't care how much we pay for you. You should be out of the door. You need to be out of the door. The same goes to Mason and Gugino. So what's the way forward right now for Chelsea? What's the way forward? I mean, after losing 3-0 to Leeds United, what's the way forward? Next game now we're playing Leicester. So what is the way forward for Chelsea FC? Here's what I think. I think our problem can be solved. Our problem can be solved. Our problem can definitely be solved. We just need to go into back. We just need to go to the transfer window. Go back to in the transfer window and get the right players. We need a DM. This team is screaming for DM. This is not the time to be experimenting with one player or the other. That's not a DM. We need a fucking DM. Go to go back go back to into in the transfer window and get yourself a DM. I don't know what's going on with Frankie De Jong. It doesn't seem that he wants to come to Chelsea, even though he's not accepting the offer Barcelona are giving him. He's not happy at Barca. He doesn't want to leave Barca. He needs to make up his he needs to man up, grow some balls, and make up his mind. If you know you want to stay at Barca, then accept the deal accept the contract you've been offered. Let's know what's going on with you. If you want to leave Barca, just leave. So that being said, Chelsea needs a DM. We need this team is screaming for DM right now. We need to go into the transfer window and get ourselves a DM. If we're going to break a bank and pay for a DM, we need to do that. We should do that. We need a DM. Declan Rice is there right now. At this point, I'm happy to take Declan Rice for any price. Declan Rice is there. Tuchel has been asking for this guy for long enough now. We should have got this guy out of the window. We should have got this guy by now. We need to get ourselves real quality players. We need attackers. We need a striker. We need a right wing back, a right back. Sorry, we need a right winger. We need a striker. We need players that have the spirit, the players that can fight. We need player with um the desire to win. I don't see desire to win in any of this team, in any of these players. Well, a couple of them they do have the win, the winning mentality, the desire to win. A lot of these players, I don't see any desire, no desire, zero desire to win. We need to start. It's time to start getting the player with the right mentality. It's time. And I hope we don't end up. I hope we don't end up damaging Raheem Sterling right now, because Sterling is the only player right now that we have that's, that's in the attack, that's doing anything. If we keep performing this way, Sterling form is going to dip. It's going to dip, and it's going to start having the same mentality that the rest of the player have. The likes of Kai Havertz, the likes of Mason Mount. That's all for today, anyway, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all for me. Um, I don't have much to say today. I've said a lot already. That will be the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're new on this channel, thank you for joining. Thank you for let's thank you for starting this career with me. To all my subscribers, thank you. Um, Much appreciated. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for now, and I will see you in the next video. If there's any video regarding a transfer window, if there's any news that break out from the transfer window, if there's anything concrete to talk about, I'm gonna do a video on that. I'll keep you guys updated. Hit the notification button to be notified when I'm live. All right, ladies and gentlemen.